We're gonna start with the crust.
Okay, perfect. I love that.
And so I've already got my flour and butter pulsed in here. So just give that another pulse or two.
Now,
just making sure I know how to use the machine.
To make sure it works. Now, a food processor is so great for this because you're not getting your warm hands in there. It makes quick work of everything.
It is, and because we're working in some cheese, we really want it to work in.
Yeah.
And this, adding the Parmesan cheese actually ensures that the crust will be tender.
Ooh.
And because this is a savory tart, it just adds more flavor.
I love that.
I'll add my water all at once, and we're just going to blitz this until it comes together.
Okay.
Does the temperature of the water matter? Should it be ice water or?
No, because we're not doing a pie dough to try and build in the flakiness, you've got, between the butter and the Parmesan cheese, it's just just going to be tender.
Oh, okay, so it's almost more like a savory shortbread cookie kind of situation.
And so when you see that, oh, I love that. When
this
that
is amazing.
It's so satisfying.
It's like when you see the dough starting to like chase itself around the bowl. Yeah.
Now, it's nice and soft now, but it's too sticky to work with. You want to let it rest.
I'm going to give you a hand. That was the most beautiful dough I've ever seen on this show. That was amazing. Yeah. So it's a little sticky right now.
It's a little sticky. I give it about half an hour in the fridge. Now, this is where, when I chill a pie dough, 2 hours, do it the day before, and then you pull it out about 10, 15 minutes and roll it. Because of the cheese and the butter quantity, this really firms up in the fridge. So 30 minutes is ideal, but if you're making this a day ahead, give it 90 minutes on the counter to soften, just to make your life easy.
Yeah, but you need that chill time to relax that gluten and make it so it's going to be nice and tender too.
Yes.
Okay, so then
what you do is roll the dough, you line your fluted, your quiche pan. It can be, and we've got one in the oven baking because you need to blind bake it. So at a 375 oven, after you've rolled it and lined it, you put your weights, your foil in your weights, and you bake it for 15 minutes. Then you pull the foil off with the weights.
That's
and you bake
the blind
it
baking. You're hiding it.
You want to pre-cook it, because if you put the wet filling into an unbaked crust, it'll never crisp up on the bottom.
No, you're going to end up with the dreaded soggy bottom.
Yes.
We don't want that.
If we could take a look at this, what I love about this crust recipe, it doesn't shrink down.
No.
It stays in place.
And also, you can see the little bits of cheese in it, which is a thrill.
And this is going back in the oven, so it's going to caramelize some more around the edges.
I love. Now, what do you use for your pie weights, Anna?
Well, interestingly, I used to use rice or beans, but I tried one of those social media hacks with sugar, granulated sugar, and it fills in all the gaps. And guess what? With repeated use, that sugar starts to caramelize a little bit.
And then you can
use
more
the
delicious sugar. Oh, I love that. Because if you're baking your beans
in a separate jar.
Okay, that's fantastic. We love that. All right, so we've got this beautiful blind baked. What are we doing now?
Now, I'll have you work on the fillings while I work on the liquid filling. So I've got some cooked Peameal bacon.
Perfect.
That I love, you know, just like your BLT, something with a little chew to it.
Yes, 100%.
And if Peameal it isn't available across Canada fully.
It's funny because it's known as like Canadian bacon, but really it's not a West Coast thing.
So ham works wonderfully.
Okay,
because this is a bit of a twist on a quiche Lorraine without being quichey. And then we're gonna layer in the Peameal bacon with some blanched, beautiful green beans.
Perfect.
And then I sprinkle in some capers.
Oh, I like the salty.
And then just go in there and tear up the basil and put it in the tart shell.
Okay, perfect. The combo of flavors is speaking to me.
I know, me too. Salty.
You want full flavor. So this is a tart I like to serve as much at room temperature as warm.
Okay,
you don't have to serve it hot from the oven.
For the beans, do we just go in whole?
Just I want that texture.
Okay, I love this.
Scatter them around.
Okay, perfect.
And to envelop all this filling, I've got an egg yolk, 2 whole eggs. And I'll add to that, instead of using milk, because I don't want it too fluid, I'm using sour cream.
Anna, you got to remember. We are all about this.
And you don't need too much salt, 1/4 teaspoon of that. Pepper, I'll give it a little whisk.
Okay, perfect.
And this is going to
eat a bean.
Completely cover.
Nothing better.
That's a really good bean.
I know.
That's a really good bean.
You can really get excied about green beans this time of year.
Listen, this is why I love this show. We're all way too excited about green beans.
We're vegetable nerds.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, this is thick and creamy. It's almost like a creme fraiche texture.
Yeah, and it's going to sort of seep in and fill in all the gaps. And the finishing touch, a little bit of fresh goat cheese.
Beautiful.
On top.
I love the fact that we have a double cheese moment too.
Yeah.
We got the parm and the crust,
yeah.
and then we got the goat cheese on top. Anna, oh my gosh.
There we go. And this takes about half an hour in the same oven, a 375 oven.
Oh, perfect.
Let it cool for about 15 minutes before you serve it, or like I said, let it cool to room temperature.
Yeah. Make it
Make
into brunch.
Serve it cold.
That's going
And
to be
it's-
tough waiting around.
Look at this little stunner. Now, Anna, we've used a removable bottom tart pan, which is always fun. I know that some people, to get that tart out of there, uses like an upside down jar. I just kind of put a bracelet on. Does that make
Oh, I
sense
do
to
that too.
Okay,
You let
cool.
it cool enough.
That you can handle it.
You can handle it.
You pop it on, and then you put a bracelet on. Right? All right.
Wow.
Shall we pop her down?
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
Now, am I gonna try to
Just
just a little bit of that?
there we go.
Oh my
Slide it
gosh!
off.
Look at that! What a start!
So good.
A little fresh basil on top.
Some fresh basil on top.
Perfect.
And what I like about leaving the beans whole is when you cut the slices, you see the beans in there because you don't want to cut your beans into those 1-inch pieces.
Yeah,
Then
no.
People might think you use frozen.
Exactly. And we don't want that, Anna. This is absolutely stunning. I'm going to start slicing this up. But studio audience, to help you serve up delicious seasonal dishes, thanks to Kitchen Stuff Plus, you're all going home with their best-selling Toscana fluted pie dish available in a variety. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.